And we're back once more with the Zotac 1060 3GB card, running a second set of benchmarks and performance tests. Had a lot of people asking about what were the temperatures, the performance, the noise, those kind of questions. Didn't really address those in my review, so taking the time to do that. So we've been running Furmark for about 9.5 minutes, coming up on the 10-minute mark. Average frame rate of 111 frames per second. The max temperature so far is holding pretty steady at 79 degrees Celsius. Fan speed's only at 73%. It really hasn't gone any louder than that. The core frequency has gone between 1,620 megahertz up to as high as 1,640 megahertz, and but pretty much fluctuating. I don't know if that's a little boost clock or a throttling. Yeah, card's holding steady at about just around 80 degrees Celsius, just under 80 degrees. Apparently that's the profile that Zotac has set for this card. Maybe in a moment I'm going to see if I can manually increase the fan speed to 100% to give an idea of what the loudest that this card can be. Okay, so I wasn't pleased with my methodology in recording the sound of the graphics card. I took the side panel off of my wife's computer case and disconnected the loudest case fan. So the only noise really now should be the CPU cooler, which isn't that bad. I'm not even sure what model it is. And a 1 terabyte hard drive, and then the graphics card itself, plus the fan for the power supply. So it shouldn't be too bad. It's not really a controlled environment. My dog is making a lot of noise. But beyond that, getting about 38 to 40 decibels right next to the case in idle. When I ran Furmark, I couldn't get the fan speed to go above about 76%. Sound was really tolerable at that point within the case. I'm going to test that again here in a moment so we can give a comparison. But right now, using Zotac's Firestorm utility, which I just downloaded, we're going to put it at 100% fan speed just to give an idea of how loud the card can get. So we're getting about 45 decibels at 100% fan speed, which is actually kind of impressive. I would say with the case off, this is a very quiet graphics card. For comparison, what I've done is I've set the fan speed to about 72%, which again was the maximum after 10 minutes of Furmark, and we're getting about 41 decibels average. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Zotac's Firestorm utility. You can control GPU clock, max voltage, memory clock, power, target temperature, which actually is set and locked at 83 degrees Celsius. Now, I ran Furmark for 10 minutes and never hit above 79 degrees Celsius, so it actually still had a little bit of headroom according to the driver utility. So I figured, why not? Running Furmark windowed at 720p, and also running the Heaven benchmark, not actually benchmarking it, but just running the loop, and also at 720p with tessellation and settings set to maximum. Interestingly enough, apparently once this detected the extra workload, the boost frequency kicked in, whereas Furmark was averaging about 1,620, 1,630 megahertz to run its benchmark. It's now peaking at 1,780 megahertz. A little dips here and there, but so yeah, reaching closer to its maximum. Again, I have not overclocked this at all. The boost clock should be 1,709 megahertz, but I keep seeing core clocks of 1,770, 1,780, and occasionally 1,790 range. So with overclocking, it's amazing what you could probably get out of this. Could be me, but I think this does speak volumes to what this card's capable of. I don't know if we should do this with every graphics card, but it's doing pretty good by my book. If you liked this video, if you found the information useful, I hope it answered your questions. But if you have anything else that you'd like me to find out, be happy to see if we can dig into that and post those findings and information. Again, I know none of this was particularly scientific, but I hope it gives you a better idea. If you like what you saw, if you found it informative and useful, please give us a thumbs up and like it and subscribe it. Once again, thank you for watching.